questions from the men, gentlemen and ladies of the press, and also from the entire audience. So please, if you heard anything today, you need the clarification, um, this is the time to ask those questions, and we have an able panel that's the presenters that are available to answer your questions.
Just want to ask because we have elderly people that I know that brushes for as long as 30 minutes, 40 minutes. Is it right? Is it wrong? What's the importance or what's the significance of brushing? Why do they need to brush for as long as 30 minutes? And what effect or harm does it do to them? So we need that enlightenment so that people here can see tell their elderly people at home what they are doing wrong when they are brushing for as long as 30 minutes or more. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Very
Is actually no time limit of toothbrushing. The most important thing is that when you brush your tooth, you brush it for a minimum and that's it. But particularly the harm comes when they actually use a harm, when they actually don't use a firm and a gentle pressure, as I said before. So normally you can even check this pressure by using your non-dominant hand. Because this is your dominant hand. So obviously your non-dominant hand has less strength. So now you can use your non-dominant hand to check that. Because as we said, it can actually even cause irritate the gums. And that is some form of an inflammation to the gums. So like a periodontal cause. You understand? And particularly in elderly patients, so it can make them prone to bleeding and stuff like that. You see, particularly in elderly patients whereby their cells tend to die. So there is no time limit, but once they are brushing, they brush firm and then after again. I hope I answered your question.
If you brush for 30 minutes, I would think it would cause what we call cervical abrasions, and that will lead to sensitivity. So everything in moderation. And then also, always when you're brushing, is technique over force, it's technique over duration. So if you are using the right technique and you're brushing for 3 to 4 minutes, then you should be fine. You don't need to brush for as long as 30 minutes.
My concern is oral health is not something that is discussed on a daily basis, especially on TVs and radios. And most of you here are young people that are studying about dental health. Do you have any plans of collaborating with radio stations and TV stations to, raise awareness about oral health to the public that would know, the risk factors that are involved in oral health?
I think it will be a great initiative to actually start going to radio stations and TV stations. Last year, actually, I was invited by Unigamsa to do a radio show at, I think it was Paradise FM. So I think this year, GAM DSA is just starting to actually celebrate World Oral Health Day. So I'm sure as we are building up capacity, we will start going out into these radio, television, and we also have a Instagram page. So for the younger people, we can actually do Instagram lives and stuff like that. So dominate social media and also TV and the rest.
give our contact, and anytime you have slots and you wish us to come and speak on oral health, then we are always available. We are always open to that.
Okay, good morning. Oh, my name is Musando, a second year dentistry student. But most of the time, my question is most of the time, if you are brushing about it, we tend to put a lot of toothpaste in it. So, what is the significance of the toothpaste? Like when it's too much or small, what is the significance of the toothpaste there? Like some put small, some put a huge amount of it. So, and what advice do you have for us regarding that as well?
Companies will, if you see any toothpaste advert, you see the toothpaste coming from one end of the brush and spreading to the other end of the brush. That's fine if you have a lot of money, but you don't need that. What you need is the size of a groundnut. The English people will say peanut, so I would say a groundnut, which we are more familiar with. You just need that size of a groundnut on your toothbrush to brush effectively. But the point is this, it's not just the toothpaste, it's also your type of toothbrush and how long you use your toothbrush. So if we take so many conditions, first answer is what? The toothpaste. Toothpaste, size of a peanut on the toothbrush. The type of the toothpaste. There are toothpastes that are like gels. There are toothpastes that are marketed like maybe smokers toothpaste and all that. They have a lot of abrasive material in them. So if you use those, you will wear off the surface of your tooth. So while you are chasing away caries and you are chasing away gum disease, you end up with a large crater on your tooth that will still make you lose that tooth over time. So you also look at how abrasive is the toothpaste you are using. So like as a recommend, I usually say buy a toothpaste that is gel-based. Gel-based toothpaste usually have less abrasiveness in them. So that solves your toothpaste problem. Your toothbrushes come in 3 consistencies: soft, medium, hard. You are meant to use what? Medium. And to add to the how long you brush should be within that 2 to 7 minutes. And why is it 2 to 7 minutes? It's because there is a pattern to your brushing. You don't just take a toothbrush and keep in your mouth. You can brush for 30 minutes and all you have done is this side of your tooth for the whole 30 minutes. People that leave toothpaste or leave toothbrushes in their mouth, literally just keep it in their mouth like that, have conversations, they've not done any cleaning. Don't be deceived. Nothing has been done in that mouth. But your mouth has 3 sides up, 3 sides down. When you look at the size of your regular size of a toothbrush, when you put it against a tooth, it will probably take just 3 teeth at a time when you are brushing. So if I follow all that surface and I take that first 3 teeth, next 3 teeth, next 3 teeth, turn to the other side, do that, next 3 teeth, next 3 teeth, and each one, by the time you're at that point, if you count like 15 strokes of the technique you're using, that is how we came about the 2 minutes. It wasn't a magic figure. It was an average of if you follow how you brush properly. And you do that up, you do that down, you do that in, because there is in surface, then you do that what? On the surface. When you have done all that, if you time yourself, you've probably done approximately between 2 minutes and maybe a little bit over 2 minutes. That's how that 2 minutes came about. So if you take toothpaste and toothbrush, a whole long 2 layers of toothpaste, you haven't brushed. So I hope that has helped.
Recently, like I'm old, over 18, but then there is a tooth coming out from the back of my mouth, like from the gum, and it's causing discomfort. So I don't know. I think like it stops at a younger age. So I don't know why it's coming out now that I am grown. And should I pull it out, or what should I do about it?
So these are not.
Dr. Dayo, for what you're doing at this moment and everybody else who have joined. How old are you, can I ask? You are what? 25. Am I right? Okay. Now, you're likely having your last tooth coming, and most probably it didn't come out well, because it should have come out by now. And then, because I'm not seeing it, but you need to see us also, I need to make evidence-based diagnosis. But I will assume that it's not coming out very well, and your gum is lying on top, and then you're biting on it. Am I right? Good. So because you're biting on it, the gum will become flabby inflamed, sometimes infected, and then you have this on and off pains that after some time it resolves. So actually, you may be having what we call pericronitis, meaning the gum is lying on top of the last teeth that is not coming out well or struggling to come out. And so you need to see a dentist. You need to see us in polyclinic. So we examine you very well and know whether you're having an impacted teeth, a teeth that is not coming out very well. And then we now see whether we're going to do surgery to remove part of that gum or remove the teeth or advise you depending on what we see there. I think that's the only thing I can say at this moment. Thank you very much.
Abraga, a fifth-year dental student. So the question I have is that most of the time they will advise us to use toothpaste that contain fluoride. But like when I go to the market, sometimes most of the toothpaste I see in the market, they are aloe vera toothpaste. Normally they put their triplets action. So like I want to ask whether like aloe vera it have like any important to like our mouth or that toothpaste we can use it like maybe fluoride containing toothpaste.
I'm going to answer this question before anybody else. For toothpaste to do what you need it to do, what we as dentists need it to do in the mouth, which is prevent caries and prevent gum disease, it needs, for caries especially, it needs to have fluoride. You should not use any toothpaste that does not contain fluoride. It does not provide protection against cavities. Therefore, herbal toothpaste have a large question mark on them unless they exceptionally add fluoride to it. Now, I'll tell you another trick manufacturers do. If let's say I need something that requires a whole 1 liter bottle to pour inside the bucket, right? That if you say you want soap, for instance, and I need 1 liter of it to pour inside the bucket. If I pour 1 liter of that soap inside the bucket, I will tell you there is soap in the bucket, isn't it? If I put 1 teaspoon of soap inside that bucket, I will also tell you what? There is soap in the bucket. 1 liter soap in the bucket and 1 teaspoon soap in the bucket, would they do the same amount of washing? So, manufacturers that are sure of what they are doing will not only tell you it has fluoride, they will tell you the percentage. And the same thing goes with mouthwashes. If you take a mouthwash and it does not contain fluoride, it is not serving the purpose for which you are buying it for. Always use fluoride containing toothpaste and fluoride containing mouthwash. Any other questions?
Good morning. My name is Joko Konde. I'm a second-year dental student. I've once come across some things about like toothpaste. I saw like it said if you see red on the base of it, it means it is made of only chemicals. If you see green, I don't know if it is only organic substances, or if you see black on it, something like that. So I want that to be clarified if it is true or not.
The beauty or danger of social media is you find a lot of dangerous things on it. People chasing clout. That information you saw is a clout chasing put out, it is not based on any facts whatsoever. The coloring of a toothpaste is at the pleasure of the manufacturer. And that is why if you take a variety of very good and well-tested toothpaste, you will see some of them, they are what? They are white. Some, they are green. Some, they try and, when you do that, when you play with colors, it like sends a subliminal message to you. So if I put the same thing in a toothpaste, but I make a white layer, a green layer, a blue layer, you feel like there are extra things in it. You understand? It doesn't make it better than the next toothpaste that simply looks white. Your responsibility is to check what? The contents as required by law that the manufacturers have to put on their toothpaste. And you're looking for the presence of fluoride. And not only just the presence of fluoride, the percentage of fluoride in that toothpaste. All that organic based on somebody is chasing clouds, and you need to be careful when you watch things like that. Any other questions?
Good afternoon. I am Binta Makalo, a pre-med student. My question is, if your gum bleed while brushing it, what should you do? And also, if you extract your tooth, so what should you do? Should you use toothpaste to brush it in the first 3 days? Sorry.
Okay. So your question is if you're brushing and your gums are bleeding. So there are different reasons why your gum might be bleeding. One, it could be that your toothbrush, you're using a hard bristle brush and you're actually traumatizing your gum. That can cause bleeding. But in our setting, the most common reason why our gums bleed, it's because of what we call gingivitis. If you listen to Mr. Silla and our dear lady over there, when they presented, they talked about plaque. Now, plaque contains bacteria, and this bacteria is going to irritate your gum. And the way our body reacts to irritation is inflammation. And inflammation basically is like a swelling of the gum. And then also, when you touch it with your toothbrush, it's going to cause bleeding. So if you are brushing and you see blood, most commonly it's because you have gingivitis. Now, what should you do about this? Is one, that means it's a sign that you have to improve your technique of brushing. That means you're using a wrong technique and you're not able to remove the plaque effectively. And secondly, most important is that you should go to your dentist, let them do professional cleaning for you. And this cleaning is supposed to be done every 6 months, because it's not that you do cleaning once and you're like, oh, I did it 3 years ago, so I'm okay for life. You are constantly eating food. Plaque is constantly building up, so you always have to be ahead of the plaque by cleaning your teeth properly twice a day using the right technique and then the right type of toothbrush, which we mentioned that it's a medium brush, and also visiting your dentist every 6 months for the cleaning. Now, if you've done an extraction and you've pulled out your tooth, every dentist will give you a set of instructions that you should follow when you go home. They will tell you the first 24 hours, don't wash your mouth, don't brush your mouth, don't eat anything that is hot, don't drink anything that is hot, don't play with the area. Then they will give you instructions for the next 24 hours, which is the following day, that when you wake up in the morning, you should brush your teeth normally, and then also start warm water and salt. The reason why you do not clean your mouth in the first 24 hours is because you don't want to dislodge the blood clot. You've just extracted your tooth and you are bleeding. So your body has a mechanism whereby it creates blood clot to stop the bleeding. But if you wash your mouth at that point, you can dislodge this clot and then you can have more complications down the line. That's why they say 24 hours, don't brush your mouth. But then the next day you can resume your normal activities.
Ladies, gentlemen, esteemed guests, members of the media, our generous donors, students, and valued partners. I would like to extend my heartfelt thanks to each and every one of you who has supported us in making this event possible. To our dignitaries, your presence here today signifies your commitment to the well-being of our community, and we are truly grateful for your support. To the members of the media, your role in spreading awareness about this event is invaluable. Your coverage will help reach more people and encourage them to take charge of their oral health. And to our beloved association and partner, Unigamsa, we profoundly thank you for your assistance in preparation for this event. We are truly grateful for the support, participation, and kind gestures. And also, I want to express my deepest gratitude to our generous donors. Your contributions have enabled us to provide free dental examinations and education to those in need, and your support is truly appreciated. Lastly, a very big thank you to the World Oral Health Day, local organizing committee, and all the dental staff of our hospital for making this event a reality through your determination and collective hard work. Moreover, it is with a great pleasure that I announce an upcoming event that holds significant importance for our community. In light of the Ramadan season, we are organizing a free oral examination and rally on the 24th of April. This event aims to raise awareness about oral health and promote preventive care within our community. We recognize the importance of oral health in overall well-being, and we are committed to ensuring that everyone has access to quality dental care. On the 24th of April, we invite you all to join us in this noble cause. There will be a free oral examination conducted by qualified dental professionals, as well as educational sessions on oral hygiene and preventive measures. Additionally, we will host a rally to spread awareness about the importance of oral health and the services available to our community. As we reflect on the success of this conference, let us reaffirm our collective commitment to advancing dental health awareness and access to quality care. Together, we have the power to effect meaningful change and empower individuals to prioritize their oral health for a brighter and healthier future. Once again, thank you all, our distinguished guests, media, partners, donors, and students for your unwavering support and collaboration. Your contributions are truly invaluable. We look forward to continuing our journey together towards a world where everyone can enjoy the benefits of oral health. Together, let us make a difference in the lives of our community by promoting oral health practices and ensuring access to quality dental care for all. Thank you all, and remember the theme for this year: a happy mouth is a happy body. Thank you all. And for your information, we'll be taking a group photo. You're all welcome to join. Thank you.
Thank you. Well done.